Today, I am challenging myself to build the ABCs in Lego, and stay tuned till the end as we encounter twists, show the rarest Lego items, and much more. Time's ticking, so let's get bricking. This is a fancy dice with each letter of the alphabet on it, and instead of going in order, I will build whatever letter it lands on. And first, we got the letter H, and I have the perfect idea for it. This is a newly wedded couple, and they are looking for a house to buy, but since they spent all their money on the wedding, they have to build it themselves. I first grab my secret box of base plates, pick out this little guy, build this nice platform, and now the couple has a nice piece of land to build on. They first grab tons of concrete bags, pour them all out until they have a nice foundation. I grab these profile bricks, build these little sticks, place them all over until I have these two sections. I grab some white bricks to add that modern house look, like these 3 windows, but we need to fill this gap in the middle. I grab these brown bricks, stack them together until I have this little section. I slide it right in and it fits perfectly. The couple sees that there's a rainstorm coming and they don't even have a roof on. They hurry to the brick depot, pick out these black plates, and they build these slanted roofs. They quickly add a door, a nice tiled up driveway, and some beautiful plants all over. And now it's time for the interior. If you walk through the front door, you'll see this long rug and pictures on the wall. And to the left is a kitchen with a refrigerator, an oven, a sink, tons of counter space, and a table to eat at. It's a lovely view out the window too. The other side is the garage where they can park their car, and there are shelves for storage space. In this room is a lounge area with a nice comfy couch, a table, and this huge TV. And up in this final room is a bedroom, which there is a bed in the center with a nightstand. Over here is a desk with a computer, cause bro gets W's with the boys. And lastly is this bookshelf. Spinning the dice again, it lands on the letter G, but this time we have a twist. Oh no. We have to include movement. I first grab my gray parts, find this thick boy. I pick out these 1x2s to build these 2 pillars. Next, I grab some blue parts, stack them together until I build these pants. I build these brick abs on top. I add some arms that rotate and this head on top. I made him a ginger because he has no soul. I slide this axle all the way through, and if you rotate the handle, he spins around the bar. And now introducing Jim the gymnastics guy. What if we added a motor to it? The next letter is P, and I have the perfect idea. I first go to my backlog of Lego sets, and I find this Lego pirate ship. I open up the box, and I start building. I grab this tan plate, build the square platform. I add these 2 walls. I open up the next bag to add a front and a back. I add the captain's quarters and Captain Redbeard himself. I finish the body of the ship and include an anchor. We can't forget the mermaid. And lastly, add these huge sails. And we got this huge Lego pirate ship. Spinning it again, it lands on the letter Q. And the twist is, it has to be a minifigure. I dump out my bin of minifigures and I start the search. Spider-Man doesn't start with Q, nor this random Jedi, but look at this. I found a Lego Queen, which is a collectible minifigure from Series 16. That was super easy. The next letter it lands on is A. I could build an astronaut, an airplane, or how about an alien? This is a giant Lego eyeball. Don't ask where I got it, but it's tricky to use because there's no way to connect it. But if you grab this tire, it fits inside perfectly, which creates a connecting point. I then grab a buttload of light blue parts, stack them together, build this little circle, and I add 2x4s on top until I build this big thingy-a-bobby. I build this freaky mouth, some arms and legs. I can't forget the eyeball. I add some orange horns, and we got Bob, the big blue alien. Let's see what the next letter is. And we got E. This is a panel of black plates. What if we filled them with emojis? I grab some red parts, stack them together, and I build the heart emoji. I grab my bin of yellow parts, square, circle. What if I just drew a face on it? I grab a buttload of hot dogs, and they make pretty good eyes. I build this mouth, then add teardrops, and we got the LOL emoji. Next, I grab some brown parts. I make this little clump. I add some eyeballs, build this mouth with a tire, and we got the Lego poo emoji. I then get carried away and build so many more, like the thumbs up, fire emoji, and star. I build the crying one, the mind blown, and nerd emoji, and the skull, ghost, robot, clown emoji, and the legendary Moana Y emoji. What is your favorite emoji? The next letter is R. And I want to build a rocket ship. But with the twist, I can only use 10 pieces. I first grab my white parts, use 3 pieces for the body, 2 for the window. I found these 2 parts for the front and the back. I add exhaust and this big circular base. And now introducing the 10-piece rocket ship. Spinning it again. You've got to be kidding me. It lands on K. I have this kitty Lego set and I think it's time to build it. I have a good feeling about this. I open up the box, pour out the first bag. I find this little plate, build this little structure. I accidentally drop it. Oh no, this is a catastrophe. I add these little paws. I place down black parts all over and I add the chest. I give her some legs, then build this upper back that makes it much taller. The techniques in this model are perfect. I could call it complete and add this Yoda head. I build this other structure that turns into a head, which took me 9 lives to build. I add the ears and look at these eyes. Lastly, I can't forget the tail, and we got the Lego kitty cat set. Okay, I am done with cat puns. Well, for meow. The next letter is B, and I have these 2 boat pieces, so let's build a boat. I link them together with these 2 plates, add some guardrails to the sides. I then build this section where the captain can drive. I use these panels to build a bunch of cargo crates, which fit perfectly in the back. And now introducing the Lego boat. Now here's the real question. Does it float? Okay, we're about to drop it in the water, and look at that. The boat actually floats. The next letter is D, and the twist is to show a rare Lego item in my collection. The only thing that I can think of is over here in this clear case, and it is a Lego 3D printed duck, which was the Lego group's first official 3D printed piece. What's cool about it is the wheels move, and as you roll it, the mouth opens. Only a couple hundred exist, and it's one of my favorite Lego items in my collection. The next letter is V, and I have the special Mushroom Village set. I'm super excited to build this one. I pour out the bags, open up this first one. I find these green parts, stack them together until we have this green foundation. I grab a buttload of white parts, build this little house. I add this red mushroom top with a chimney. I add plants and foliage everywhere. And lastly, add this little snail. And we got this Mushroom Village Lego set. Are those spinning from the dice? And it lands on L. I'm going to build a lightsaber from Brigger Builds. I first open up bag 1. I build a stick with studs on the side and add these black stripes to the end. I grab a buttload of gray, place them on the sides. I add this long blue blade, and we got Luke's lightsaber from Brigger Builds. For the next spin, it lands on T. I want to build a turtle. I grab some dark tan plates, attach them together until we have this big shell. I grab a buttload of flame yellow, build these 4 legs, and look at that, it stands. I add this long head and some finishing details, add this castle on top, and we got Turtle Tower. This is one of my favorite builds ever. Spinning the dice again, it lands on S, and we are going to build a skate. I first open up bag 1, find this little piece, and build this foundation. I add these smooth parts to the sides, and this gap fits the laces perfectly. I round out the back, add some colors to the sides. I attach the shoestrings, and lastly, these pink rubber wheels. And now introducing the skate Lego set. The next letter we spin is Z. I have these animals here, and what if we built a zoo? I first grab the 16 by 16 plate, build this little foundation. I add some terrain on top. I use masonry bricks to build this wall. I grab my transclear parts, pick out these little guys, and I add this long window in the back. I extend the wall on top. I add these 2 trees for monkeys to swing on. I place down some rocks and foliage. This big red ball is for the elephant to play with. Oh, and look at the little baby. I add the giraffes. And lastly, I add people looking through the window. And now introducing the Lego Zoo. Next letter we spin is N, and I know what to do. This is Ninjago City Gardens, and it has so many little rooms and Easter eggs. This set has so many minifigures, and it's one of my all-time favorite Lego sets. Is this set worth the $350? The next letter is U, and the twist for this one is it has to be Lego clothing. I know exactly what to show. I'm just afraid to show it. This is real genuine Lego underwear with the tag still attached. It's got a Lego brick in the back, and this has to be one of the craziest things in my collection. The next letter is X. I can't even think of a word that starts with X. Ah, I got it. X-ray. I first grab this big base plate and my black parts. I pick out these little plates and layer them on top. I then grab some white parts, place them on top until we have ribs of a skeleton. And we got a Lego X-ray. For the next letter, it lands on C. And for the twist, we have to use 1,000 pieces. I think we should build a castle. So I find my Mixo joints, connect them in a circle, and I grab my box of masonry brick, and I grab my gray ones, build these very tall sticks, and I connect them until I got the start of a tower. And to fill in the gaps, I use these cheese slips, which I thought was clever. Next, I build a smaller tower, attach it to the top, I take the tip of the rocket, and it works great for a roof. I then grab more mixel joints, build the smaller circle, and we turn it into a tower. I then build 3 more of them, place walls in between, I build this giant gate, I then build this foundation, and now introducing our Lego castle. Spinning the dice again, it lands on O, and for the twist, I have to, oh no, I have to build with Mom, and we are going to build the Lego orchids. We pour out the bags, open up this little guy, and we start with this piece. We build this little structure. What does that look like, Mama?
It looks like a ship's wheel.
Then we made it much taller. We grab a buttload of blue parts, place it on the sides. We build these little stems, place them on top along with these giant leaves. We build these white flowers.
These are so pretty.
This one should go right here.
How's it look?
And now introducing the Lego Orchid set. The next letter is M, and I want to build something from Minecraft. Buttload of white parts. It's tile time. Chicken butt. Next, I build a blob. I attach the head to the body, and we got the Minecraft chicken. What's cool about this model that I designed is that you can buy it off of Bricker Builds. The next letter is I. Travis Brick, buttload of medium nougat, and I am going to be building an ice cream cone.
Bye.
I stack parts together until it forms a cone. I add the flavors on top, and we got a Lego ice cream cone. The next letter is J. This is a Lego mystery minifigure pack, and inside is this jetpack racer. He is incredibly detailed with arm and leg printing, and he is one of the best minifigures of Series 27. And yes, he does include a jetpack. The next letter is F. I have a bunch of Lego animals, and I'm going to build them a farm. I first find this gray base plate, grab a buttload of green plates, and I layer them on top. I then grab these red bricks. I build this red box, and I place it on the foundation. I then add some windows, and I build these 2 doors with this X pattern on them. Next, I add this top window. I grab some black plates, connect them to the top, and we got this roof. I then build these horse stables inside, add a pig pen to this side of the barn, and we have a sheep pen over here. In the front, I place down a dirt path and some grass patches with chickens all over, even on the top. And we got the Lego farm. Spinning the dice again, it lands on Y. And I know I have a Lego Yoda minifigure. I just have to find him. Nope, no, not him. Oh, and look at that. I found baby Yoda. He still counts as Y. Spinning it again, it lands on W. I could build a waterfall, but we already did that in the last video. So I'm going to show you something cool. These are Lego wooden blocks. Back before Lego made plastic bricks, they made wooden toys. And these blocks from 1948 were one of them. I also have this Lego wooden tractor as well, and you can actually steer it. These are some of the coolest and oldest Lego items in my collection. 26 letters, 26 Lego things. Out of all of them, which one is your favorite? Y'all are legends for sticking around. Subscribe for more.